Story time, a quick story time. It is a blessing to have guy friends that are generous and are lover boys, because dating in 2025, these men will make you believe that you're asking for too much. Okay? And then you call your guy friend and he'd be like, no, absolutely not. I just had a guy tell me that I had 2 inconveniences this week, and he told me that it was too soon to be generous. Yuck. Too soon to be a nice guy. Too soon to show me that you are to make me feel good. Oh yeah. Help me, God, help me. But I thank God for guy friends. I promise you, I do.
You know what? I'm pretty happy this young lady has a good guy friend in her life, because she's gonna need him. Because what the hell is she talking about? She tells a story about some guy. She didn't say he was a boyfriend. She didn't even say a guy that she's been talking to for a while. She just said some guy, which to me means you probably just met this dude. Apparently you had a couple issues come up, which is just another way of saying
you're broke. You're poor.
You asked him to help you, or you told him about these issues. He told you that he wasn't ready to invest in you yet, basically saying he would only be generous with his wife or somebody he considers a girlfriend or somebody he's really involved with. And you have a problem with that? He's the problem? And your guy friend co-signed this. I should have knew the guy friend was going to be a problem, because she started out saying he was generous and a lover boy. So that tells me everything I need to know about that. She basically just described a simp. This guy is basically tricking on every girl he meets. So that's the person you're getting your advice from about men, and you think that's going to work in the real world? Well, here's a suggestion that I have for you, young lady. I'm going to help you out. Why don't you take that simp friend of yours out of the friend zone and be with him? Because he's generous, he's a lover boy. Date him, because it sounds like you're going through some financial struggles if you're going to a stranger asking him to help you. So just date your friend. Maybe he can help you start a business and you guys can do the glow up together. I don't know what else to tell you, but please don't bring that foolishness out in the dating world and think that's supposed to fly. The guy that you mentioned, he wasn't the issue. You're the issue, because you're out here begging like one of these flat purse heifers, and you're blaming the world because they're not here to help you. Help yourself or date your friend, but leave the rest of us men out of it, all right?
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
I always, like I said, I don't ask women what they bring to the table. I think that's cliche. A lot of guys do that. It's stupid. But how could you bring value to my life?
I think for me, I would bring into any man's life just a peace of mind and just fun, like enjoy a life. You know, I feel like I like to have fun, and I like to just enjoy life. So that's what I would be bringing.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did she say? What was her answer? I really want to know, what did she actually say? Let's recap. She said, I'll give you a peace of mind and I like to have fun. That was her answer. So basically, she does not know what value she brings to a relationship. And I give this man credit, because he played the Jedi mind trick on these women and said, well, I would never ask what you bring to the table, because that's whack. And then ask, what do you bring to the table? I mean, he didn't say that. He said, what value can you bring to me? Surprise, ladies, that's the same thing. So I definitely give him credit for that. But the point is, she couldn't answer the question. And this is why I keep saying they don't mind the question, they just can't answer it, because a lot of these women don't have value to bring to a relationship. It's easier to just say I am the table than to dig deep and figure out what is it that you actually do. Now, a man like myself, I know that, but a lot of men fall for that. They'll be looking at her body and just ignore that cookie cutter answer she just threw out there. And a couple of years down the line, now they're married and he's going to be looking at her like,
what would you say you do here?
But if a woman does not know what value she brings to a man, there is a good chance that she brings no value. It's really that simple. If you ask the right woman that question, she is going to know what to say. Because if you bring value, you will know what that value is. And the beauty about value is it can change from man to man. And when you find the man that needs the value that you're offering, that's the man you most likely should be with. But a lot of women don't know what that value is. And that's why they hate that question so much. But I give this man credit, because he hit them with the switcheroo and they fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Now, I will tell you, man, you better be careful, because once these women catch on to that, they're going to start dodging that question like the Matrix too. So I'm just letting you know. And let me just say this. If you asked a woman this question, 40, 50 years ago, they would have probably answered about how they cook, they clean, take care of the house, take care of the children. But women nowadays don't really want to do that stuff, or they don't do that stuff. And because of that, the only value they believe they have deep down is looking good and sex. Some of them even believe it's their career, which is ridiculous. Just like there are men out there who believe their only value is to have money and to pay for everything. But the problem with those things is that they are great to get into a relationship or to get the person that you want. But in most situations, it's not good enough to keep the person that you want. So you got to remember that.
Is not understanding the math. Y'all doing boy math. Boy math don't work. You do something for the then we crack you. You don't crack us and then you do something. Doing something is gonna make us wanna crack you. You be a real nigga and go get me some new tires. I'm like, ooh, you need that, babe. You need that. But don't think, okay, I'm about to crack her first. Because now you making me feel like I gotta use my body to get what I want or to get what I need. Just be genuine.
I bet Chad and Tyrone is watching this video like... And why are you on here talking like a dude? Why are you talking about cracking this and cracking that? Women don't supposed to talk like that. Please stop doing that. But lady, let me just be honest with you. Men know the deal now. See, back in the day, we didn't understand this, but men understand this now. Only men you don't like have to buy you stuff to get some. That's it. All the other men don't have to get you anything. I bet that dude who's laying on your couch right now, eating some chips, watching TV while you're going to work, didn't buy you a pair of tires to get some. I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. So lady, please miss me with this. If it's a guy that has a lot going on and you like him a lot, he doesn't have to buy you anything. If it's a bum who has nothing going on and you like him a lot, he doesn't have to buy you anything. The only man that has to buy you anything is the average decent man who is trying to actually do right by you. That's it. That's the only guy who has to buy you something. So please save this TED talk for somebody else because we ain't trying to hear it.
So the other day I was talking about rosters and how people who have rosters should have like their own separate dating pool, while all the lover boys and lover girls who want to be able to focus on one person and intentionally figure out if that person's for them or not, and if not, just move on, and if so, have a serious relationship, should have their own dating pool, right? And someone in the comments mentioned this, and I didn't want to air this person out because that lady does not need any negative attention. I just wanted to use the example that she said that personally, I'm not cutting off everybody until I know that I like you. Like, I want to make sure I like you before I'm cutting everybody else off. And in my mind, I'm like, that's kind of like the whole point. Like, if you're someone that needs to have an everybody, I don't want to with you. Like, I don't want you around me at all. I'm cool with being alone, bro. Like, I'm cool with being around people who like to be alone as well. And another thing too was, like, my friends always tell me this because they always get on me about having all my eggs in one basket. If the basket is unsafe to hold my eggs, I will hold my eggs in my hand. I am cool carrying it by myself, bro.
I am so with this dude. And let's be clear, this man and myself, we're talking about dating for a relationship. We're not talking about a smash and dash or building a roster or nothing like that. I really wish there was a place where there were only people who wanted to date one person at a time, and then there was another group of people over here who want to date multiple people at a time, because it is different. And I know there are so many relationship coaches and people online telling other singles that they should date multiple people and keep their doors open. And that's their opinion, but I'm just not one to agree with that. I believe it's okay to meet multiple people, but to try to date all of them at one time, to me, is where the problem is. I don't believe I can give somebody a fair chance if I'm entertaining other people. If I'm taking her on a date Monday, another girl on a date Tuesday, another girl on a date Wednesday, I can't focus what I want to learn about this one. I'm too busy trying to remember their names, where they work, what schools they went to, all the information they gave me. I'm mixing up stuff. I just don't like doing that. It doesn't feel good when the person that you're on a date with keep getting you mixed up with somebody else. I know I don't like that, so I definitely don't want to do that to anybody else. Plus, it's exhausting. And not just on my body, on my wallet, on my time. All three of them looking at me like,
I'm tired, boss.
And if you're a busy person and you got a lot going on, it's just not possible in most situations. Now, if the first girl is playing games and don't really have time for me, then of course you move on to the next one. But what I am saying is, if I meet a girl, she seems interested in me, I seem interested in her, I want to give that a real shot before I start talking to other people. I just don't want to spread my energy out. I'd rather put my energy into one person. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I want to give this person a chance to show me who they are, show me what they're about, before I go out and start doing the same thing with somebody else. Like your man said, people love to tell you you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket. That's okay. I'll just carry them in my hand. I'm cool with that. Everybody's not going to agree with this. There are some people out there who love the Hunger Games style of dating, like the best person win type thing. I'm not really into that. Here's another key reason why I do that. This is very key. I've worked on how to choose a person. See, that right there is the biggest thing. Most people don't know how to pick anybody. They go out there and just pick somebody because they look good, they make money, got a nice body, whatever. I understand what kind of questions I need to ask, the things that I'm looking for, 1 or 2 good phone conversations, and I already know this ain't gonna work because I'm asking about things that actually matter to me. Just like that show Shark Tank, when someone comes out with a business, the people in the panel, they ask questions about the business. They're trying to figure out if they want to invest in this business. Well, it's the same process when dating. If you start figuring out what you need from someone, what type of person you want to invest in, you'll start eliminating them right out the gate. You won't need to take them out to dinner and all that other stuff just to find out if she's right for you. You can eliminate them right on the phone. I keep telling of y'all to start having those phone conversations, but y'all don't want to listen to me though. That's why I am more comfortable investing in somebody once I do my due diligence in picking them. If more people focus on learning how to pick somebody or how to qualify somebody, you won't have to date 17 people to find the one you want. If you're gonna go out there and date 22 people at a time and spend your energy and money and time on that, knock yourself out. That's not gonna work for me. So I agree with dude. And I wanna say this, a lot of you are damaged because you keep dating all of these people. Some of y'all date so much, y'all around all these different negative people. You got people lying, people manipulating, gaslighting. So when you finally get in front of somebody who is telling you the truth, who's being honest, who's a good person, you can't recognize it. It is okay to be by yourself sometimes. This way, when you do finally go on a date with somebody, you've asked questions, you learned a little bit about them, you're not spending all your time with all these different people absorbing all of that negative energy. And another thing too, nobody is saying if you're only kicking it with one person, you should move fast. Because there are a lot of people out there who are love bombers and they want to move fast to get you to fall in love with them so then they can play head game with you. I am saying take your time, get to know them, because if you move fast, you will miss so many things you should have paid attention to. And the last thing I want to say, there are some people out there who just can't handle dating one person. They are the type of person they fall in love quick, or once they start dating somebody, they give that person everything they got. Those people, the rules could be different for them. Maybe that person do need to go out and date multiple people. I personally believe just slowing things down, taking your time, really getting to know somebody is the best method to do it. But who am I? Those are just my thoughts on it. I could be wrong. Leave your thoughts on the video. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.